My name is Shane Began. I am 23 years old and I'm currently a full-time student. I was an infantryman and I served over in Afghanistan. Like panic attacks and didn't start really till I got back home and till I cleared out of the Army. I remember specifically there was this one time I was in line at Dunkin' Donuts and I just started crying and I started having an anxiety attack, and that's never happened to me before. I remember my chest tightened up. I dropped to my knees. I couldn't really breathe. I thought I was having a heart attack.
You know, you've gone over and seen the worst of humanity, and now you need to come back home and kind of get on the tee every day. So there's a balance there, and a lot of people don't understand what you're going through.
You know, at that point I was suicidal. I didn't want to live anymore. I couldn't get these thoughts out of my head. I couldn't get my friends that I lost over there. I couldn't get them out of my head.
PTSD can take months to develop and really start to interfere with a person's day-to-day life.
I kind of started realizing that there was an issue, but it was hard for me to admit that I was having problems, so I didn't seek any help for it right away at first. You know, I finally one day called here. This is my last shot. I just couldn't, I didn't want to live like this anymore, and I didn't know what to do, and I was kind of wary about the treatment. I didn't know if this would help.
Our job here is really to work with veterans throughout the New England community, see if they need assistance as well as their families, then guide them into care.
I ended up doing, it was exposure therapy that I did with them, and I kind of talked about everything and just kept talking about it, and for a while they told me that it was going to get worse before it got better, which it did.
I use an analogy about a drawer full of papers that are just a mess, and if you open up that drawer finally, open it up all the way, and you take everything out of the drawer and organize it, you know, you look at every page, you see what's on it, you really understand it, and then you start to put it back in order, you know, so that you can feel that any time I'm okay with opening that drawer and looking at it, and you know what, I can find what I need out of there. Look at it, I'm okay with it, I can put it back.
The most important thing is that there is help available, and it's not a sign of weakness to reach out and get help. I mean, it worked. It worked for me, so I'm sure it could work for anybody else.